guys, I am back. I was at the convention last weekend, which you guys all knew about, and I had a blast. It was so much fun. I'll probably go over it a little bit more when I do my haul video, which, considering I already have like 6 videos to film this weekend alone, will probably not get filmed till like next weekend, because oh my gosh, so many things came in. But I wanted to do my 24-hour Tezuka wrap-up. So as you guys know, I was participating in the wrap-up, which was put on by Manga Hoarder, Shelf Space Fleeting, and Shay Geeks Out. So this was to honor the 90th birthday of Tezuka, who is like one of the well-known manga writers. And this was taking place on November 3rd, which was obviously his birthday. You were supposed to read for 24 hours. The actual rules were that you were technically supposed to start reading at noon Eastern Standard Time for me, which is where I am. And yeah, so I kind of knew, like originally when I said I was going to do it, I did not realize I was going to go to a very last minute anime convention. So then I was like, well, this is going to be interesting. So basically what ended up happening, I did read, I didn't finish it all, which for me is actually kind of surprising because usually I'm really good about finishing manga, but I had a convention during it, and basically Saturday was like terrible, like trying to do anything wise. So Saturday was our big day. There was a lot of panels that we were going to go to. So if I'd actually started on Saturday at like noon, I would have read nothing, because by noon we were already at the convention. We didn't get back to the room until like midnight. And then basically, you know, I tried to like, I got back to the hotel, and I was trying to use up my stamina on Udapri and then my stamina on Fire Emblem, and then I crashed. And then like when I got up Sunday morning, we had to pack and like get out of the room. So I knew if I had read like starting at noon on like Saturday on the 3rd, I would totally have not read anything. So I actually kind of started early. So bear that in mind. I actually started Friday at like 5 or 6 p.m. So I kind of started a little bit early, but that was how I actually was able to read anything. So let's just kind of go over the prompts again quickly, what I read for the prompts and what I didn't end up reading. So the first one was Astro Boy, and that was read a title that featured robots or machines. The two that I ended up picking were Getter Robo Devolution Volume 2 and the 8th volume of Gundam Wing. I did read these both. I mean, they're Gundams. They're kind of quick reads. Definitely Gundam Wing seems to be like a quick read for me. It's fine. I mean, I love Gundam Wing. It just continued on with the story. Was this volume any particularly better than any of the other volumes? Probably not. I mean, there was just more fighting and, you know, so it's fine. It's Gundam. I love Gundam Wing. This one is getting kind of interesting. It's kind of an interesting premise. It's basically the 3 guys that can control these getter like machines, and it's kind of like a lot of the bad guys are like have de-evolved or something that they have to fight. So it's kind of just an interesting premise. It's a Gundam. It's interesting enough that I'm keeping it going. Where did he go? He really reminds me of like Voltron, the one character. I can't remember his name. So yeah, it was fine. I'll keep going on it. And then the second one was Kimba the White Lion, a title that features animals and nature. So I ended up picking the 1st and 2nd volume of Polar Bears in Love, and I did read this one. I figured it would be a quick read because, you know, polar bears. It's weird. It's cute, but it's really weird. Yeah. I mean, the polar bear falls in love with the seal, and all the seal can think about is the polar bear is gonna eat me because it's a polar bear. And then polar bear is like, no, I love you, I won't eat you. And it just keeps going, and it's interesting. I'm kind of curious how they're gonna like end this, honestly, because it's just like them like going about their life of, you know, seal realizing that polar bear is really maybe not going to eat him, even though he keeps thinking that he is. And they're both dudes, so, you know, I gotta keep that going. So the next one was Buddha, which was religious or historical elements. I was supposed to, this is where it's starting to fall apart, I was supposed to read the second volume of Baccano and Peacemaker. I did not end up reading Peacemaker, I just ran out of time, so I did not read you, Mr. Peacemaker, I'm sorry. I'll have to read you later. But I did read Baccano. So this is, it's interesting because it's all about like, yeah, press, you're fine. Nope, maybe not that part, Lindsay. Like, these guys, I guess like there's like this old group and they have immortality and they're trying to like recover the elixir that can give them immortality. It's an interesting premise. She's cute, I like her actually. But it's like during like 1930s, it's like Prohibition New York, so it's kind of like really like this like sci-fi element and like history, so it's kind of interesting how they've done it. I have the third volume. I'm not even sure like how far they really like went with this. Did they, I feel like I looked and I didn't find a fourth volume, and I was like, did they just, is the third volume the end, or did they just never finish it, or I have no clue. I have a feeling with this one, I'm like, it's interesting, but it's not like one I'm like, yeah. So I have a feeling that I'm gonna read the third volume just to read it, see if the fourth one even came out, because I'm honestly not sure if it did or not, or if it's going to. I really don't know. And probably give that one to a friend, because I have a friend who, she was like, what, you got Baccano in manga form? That does not sound like something that you would get, Lindsay. But I loved Baccano in the anime form, and I was like, well, I guess I can give her the manga, because it's not really one that I feel the need to keep. I mean, I'm gonna read it because I own it, but I don't think I need to like keep it. So I'll probably end up giving it to her when I'm done with it. The next one is Princess Knight, a romance or adventure title. I picked The Ancient Magus Bride 1 and 2. Okay, you guys were right. I did like this. I'm still not sure about their relationship because he acts more like a father to her than, you know. But I like her so far. I like not the doctor, like the lady that's at the like pharmacy or whatever that's called. I think she was really cool. I liked her a lot. It's the world building is really cool. The story itself is really cool. I like the whole premise of it. Oh, her. I love her. She's cool. So I did actually like it enough to buy more volumes at the convention. So there is that. And I got them for cheap. So I was not going to complain. So there was that. The next one was Phoenix, which was reincarnation, past lives, or a short story. The only one that I picked was Time Killer, which I did not have a chance to read, so I can't say one way or the other how this was. So I will shift you to the side because I did not do good with you. And then the last one was Blackjack, suspense or story with medical themes. I picked the second volume of Cells at Work. I did read this one. I like Cells at Work. I think it's really neat how they're like trying to teach me stuff. But they're doing it in a way that I like, oh, this is cool, I'm amused. So, and I just like I feel like it's done very well. Like, I think like something like this is kind of like giving me Hetalia vibes, but Hetalia kind of bothers me because some of them I just don't like they're trying to portray the country and they really don't, and you know, things like that. So this one, I guess because it's not, it's just the cells, and you know, like, it's not bothering me as much that they're trying to portray the cells. But yeah, I think it's cool. So I mean, I'm gonna keep up with this one. I have a couple more volumes of it to read somewhere on the TBR shelf, but that's it. So I ended up reading 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 of them. So I mean, that's not terrible. If I wasn't at a convention, they would have all gotten read and then some, but it's what it is. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my 24-hour Tasica wrap-up. Definitely had fun with it. I love anything that the ladies put on. Next time they do another readathon, definitely count me in. And yeah, and right now I'm doing the Manga Madness readathon, and so far so good on that one. So I will have a wrap-up for that one when it's done. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will see you guys later for the next one. Everyone have a very good rest of the day.